Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you for watching our presentation. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience staffers. And of course, my virtual audience at home. I'm doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you. Attention to all of my bosses. I am wearing very long shorts underneath. It's just that in the name of my mother, because my mother, she's like, Wendy, you got them, they're long, you show them. She also talked me into picking out this outfit today. She's also died. Yeah. My mom passed away many weeks ago. You know how during Corona, during the world topsy-turvy, people starving, people out of jobs, just everybody's life is something new? Well, and you know how you lose track of the day and date and the time? All I know was that it was a long time ago. And me and the five of us, mom, dad, my siblings, and me, the five of us, because she'll always be here. She's squawking at me right now. She's pissed because I requested confetti cannon because that's what she wanted. Anyway, my mom and I, our relationship became closer and closer once I went away to college, could escape, Jersey. And it became closer and closer and closer to the point where, first of all, she passed away beautiful and peacefully and surrounded by love. And she didn't suffer, not one bit, thank goodness, because that squawking voice. Wendy? Wendy. And our relationship was like that of two teenage girls, 17. If I could pick an age, 17. And we talked about, you know how if you have siblings, you each have different relationships with your mom and your dad. No relationship is the same. And I don't know about my brother and my sisters. Like, we don't talk about what our relationship is like with our dad. Good morning, Daddy. You too, Mom. Hi, Juan. Hi, Tom. But, my relationship with my mother, right up till the end, was so girly and so ridiculously giggly. And so, like, she said to me, Wendy, the girls went down to the shop and brought up all of the press-on nails. And I pressed them on. And Wendy, if one pops off, I open up another package and press another one on. We would do our nails together, me, clipping, and then we'd watch like Housewives or American Greed on TV together. Like, she was never into the crime shows like me. And she's like, oh my gosh, this is like real life. I was like, exactly, Mom. And we'd watch a Hallmark movie, I'm not into Suzanne, but I would humor her. Mm-hmm. and the old Frosty the Snowman, Charlie Brown and the Simple Tree. Like, we'd watch all that kind of stuff. And she was like, Wendy, this is what you used to watch when you were young. I was like, Mom, that's because it was your household and you made us. I didn't want to watch that. And then sometimes we'd be on the phone for so long that we would literally fall asleep with the phones right here. And then I'd wake up to, Wendy? Huh, Mom? Oh, well, are we still doing our nails? She said, yep. Or she'd wake up to me saying, Mom. And then it was like, what are you eating? Where are you going? What are you doing? It's just a thing. So Dawn is the best mother, the best girlfriend that a girl could ever have. And I feel fortunate that I had her in my life all of my 56 years because, you know, people in my age bracket, many of you, throughout the years, even through radio times, it's like, you're really lucky to have your mom and dad, like, together in a happy marriage. 65 years together in the marriage. And maybe 2 others before. But 65 in the marriage. And people be like, you're really lucky. You know what I'm saying, Norman?
Yep, absolutely.
To have, you know, the conversations. And I would, like, my mom and dad were part of my radio conversation. And for those of you who follow me long enough, you know how much my mom and dad meant to me and my family, you know what I mean? So for me, my thing is, I gotta be strong for my son, because this is his first death. Like, he does not know death. He's 20. He does not know death. He does not know anything about this. I mean, he knows about it. You know, he knows his grandmother has passed away, but he doesn't know this in his life. So if I get on the phone and I'm breaking down and hooping and hollering and rolling around on the ground, I'm Baptist, so you know we do all that. Pull out a tambourine, you know. But if I do all that to him, then he's going to be worried about me. And if he worries about me, then he's going to be worried about then his grandfather and then his aunt and then like, he's going to be worried about everybody in the family and question maybe he's not acting right. You know what I mean? So in the name of my mother, she didn't want flowers. She doesn't want, if you know my mother, just know this. Please send no flowers unless you're going to send the kind that we both agreed we love the most. You know those flowers that last for a year?
Oh, yeah, in the box.
Well, if you send her those, perfect. You don't have to water them. So that means that Tom, he doesn't have to water anything. My father's not really good with the plants, you know what I mean? But he's doing well, you know, because we, as the children, we rely on our father. Like, we're going only by his direction. What do you want? What would you like? How do you want? You know, and the 3 of us as siblings, we get together on the phone, and then we call him up on the phone after we've already had a conversation about him. You know, like, whatever he wants, you know. Does he want to go to the beach and walk around today? Does he want to, you know, have eggs and, you know, a ham hock for breakfast? He's not really supposed to eat that, but mark it down on the calendar so then he won't have another one for a year. But why can't he enjoy his life at 89 years old? You know? So we look to him for strength, and the children look to us for strength. You know, my nephew and my niece, and now baby Bella, even though she's not going to remember any of this, she's still like this. But my son is looking to me. And so I'm giving him the strength that he needs. And please, it's not like I don't cry. I just don't cry in front of you regarding this particular thing. Wow, I made it.
You made it.
I'm crying more.
Not even a misty blue. Not even nothing.
Yeah.
What kind of robot have I become? I deal with that in therapy.
All right.
Where my mother attends and secretly sits on the other end of the couch. Oh, she's everywhere. First thing I think about in the morning, last thing I think about before I go to sleep. Even when I open the refrigerator, what am I going to have to eat today? Well, Wendy, don't eat eggs. You ate eggs like 3 times this week, the cholesterol. Mm-hmm. Why don't you have a hot chocolate and a crepe? Mm. Oh. That's good. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I talk out loud to her, so it's like weird. And I get in the mirror, like when I get out of the shower, she's always there. And you know, you look naked. She's like, Wendy, you look really good. She's like, you look really good. And you know what? One of the things, this is my last thing, and then we've got to move on, because I got so many interesting people to talk about, so much mess going on here. One more thing that she told me that, oh gosh. One thing she told me, she says to me, you know, Wendy, and you know, my mother graduated from a 4-year school, and then she's got layers of master's degrees. Okay, stop screaming. Layers of master's degrees. Like, my mom and dad, like, I don't know a family, my family, everybody went to college. Everyone went to 4-year school. Everybody, you know, has their degrees. I don't know that life. But my mom she used the word admire. My mom admired me because I chose my college, and I chose it to be far enough from them. She couldn't understand it to begin with, because I could have gone to Rutgers and then gotten the discount because of Jersey resident. Or I could have gone like to Fordham or you know, one of the SUNY CUNYs or something like that here in New York, where they could have come and visited me and I could have gone back home. But what I wanted to do was escape those old people. Like, I wanted to escape. And she said to me, because she went to Kean University, and you know, she grew up in Elizabeth, and Kean University was right around the corner. And my grandfather would come and take her to breakfast every single morning before he started he had a moving company. Before he would drive the fellas over, and they'd sit way over there in the corner, and he'd buy them breakfast, you know, smelly moving guys. But he would sit civilized with his daughter and her friend Marilyn and her friend Ursel, and they would have breakfast. But like, too close, Mommy, really? You were wearing red lipstick and, you know, panty shorts in front of Papa? So she said, no, Wendy, you had to keep that bag on Ursel's car, and then we'd change and go to campus. But I wish that I had gone away to school like you did. I admire that about you. That's it. Ooh, I didn't cry. You didn't get me this time. Okay, now let's move on. So season 13 of Real Housewives of Atlanta started last night. Oh, wow. And I had the TV on at 8 o'clock, and I thought I was ready for something, only it was the same stuff I had already seen. And so it was like a back and forth, you know, like I'm watching the news. I want to know, when is Corona going to be over? When can we, you know, the New York City public schools are now in a mess. Parents now have to have all their kids at home still. And the whole state of New York, including the city, is orange. Yeah. And there's only one more level, and that's red. Anyway, apparently the ladies admitted that they had gained the quarantine 15 pounds. Well, they all still look good. You know, they all still look good. Look, what's her name? Cynthia's still wearing a negligee. Like, okay. They all look good. And Kenya had the biggest excuse because she just had a baby, but they all look good. So then apparently Mike wanted Cynthia to reconsider having a big wedding. So the conversation started while they were driving, just the two of them in the car. Well, I did change the channel and I saw that part. I saw that part. And then the conversation ended, kind of escalated.
It did.
When Mike and Cynthia got back home. Take a look.
I want a lot of people that really care about us to be there, but at the end of the day, it's supposed to be our day. So if we got 55 or just the two of us and a minister, that's all we really need.
I think for women it's different, you know? I have been married before. Like, I don't have that good of a memory of my last wedding.
I'm not hearing it the way I want to hear it, I gotta be honest. I don't give a about that wedding as long as I'm married to you.
So you gotta ask yourself, do you want a marriage or do you really want a wedding?
I agree with Mike. I agree with Mike. I don't understand what it is with you women, and you know, you concentrate so much on the wedding, and the marriage is the real work. The marriage is the work. Cynthia, you were old enough to understand exactly what I'm saying. How does she maintain those cheekbones even after gaining weight? Right?
Right.
But they ended up going on, and they did have the big wedding, and they had, supposedly everybody was tested, and everybody had masks, and it was, you know, everybody was well at the wedding. I don't know. Can we watch this story every single day to see how the actual marriage is going along?
Yeah. Oh, we do. And we will.
Patrick, you're a married man. Aren't you curious as to whether the marriage is going to be as solid as apparently the plans for the wedding? You're still shocked about my mom? I know. She was a pip. She was something else. Say, can I make a little tiny request before I continue with the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Can nobody ever sit in my mom and dad's seat? Yeah. Just because they go together. Daddy, you're watching. I know. But if I just do mom's seat, then you'll be mad at me. Yeah. So therefore, just if nobody ever sits there. And by the way, the reason for the confetti cannon was because as many pieces of confetti landed there, because I know we clean up afterwards, but I'd want those few pieces to stay there forever for her. Well, no, all right. No, too late. I'm disappointed again. Life could be worse. No, not really. This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, after the Real Housewives of Atlanta, is this the one where I saw them fighting, men fighting?
Potomac.
Well, that's not Atlanta.
No.
So you get them confused like I do.
One's on at 8 and one's on at 9. It just all seems to blend together.
Well, you understand my blend together now that I've exposed my big secret, exactly. Along with other things going on in life. I mean, you know, life is life.
Absolutely.
So there was a fight. It was the men this time. This is Potomac, where they're not supposed, huh?
Potomac, yeah.
Yeah, where they're not supposed to fight. They're just supposed to argue with smart words and look really pretty doing it. You know, I don't expect this of them, but they've swallowed in the gutter. Take a look.
Brother, you need to control your wife. She's out of control. You need to control her. It's not good for us.
Michael, you should get the out of my face.
Shut the up and listen to what I'm saying.
Yo, what?
What are you touching me? You touching me?
What?
Hey, you touching me? What do I need to do? Did you touch me? You're going down, you idiot. Let's relax, please.
What the hell's going on with my husband?
I'm not even entertaining this.
Do you want to touch me, Michael? I'll dare your ass.
I'm calling my lawyer right now. You'll go to jail. He's going to jail. He's going to jail. He's going to jail. You're going to jail. Mike, you're going to jail, you bald-headed Mike. You're going to jail.
Michael Darby.
You're going to jail. Bro, get down to jail. Let's stop.
You're going to jail. Well, could somebody go to jail? Because that was all caught on tape. And he touched him first. I get confused with their names. Who's Michael?
Michael is on the left, in the blue. Ashley's husband.
Okay, Ashley's.
Yeah.
And then what's his name?
That is Chris Samuels.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Chris Bassett. He's Candiace's husband.
Chris, okay. Well, Chris touched Michael first, and we all saw it on TV. And then Chris went into the producer's room where nobody's supposed to go. But Chris was like, there he is, talking to the bosses of the production. Michael, Chris, whoever. Look, do you understand I'm busy? I'm trying to think of what I'm going to have for lunch. People are blaming the one in the blues behavior on drinking. I don't think it's a drinking thing. I think that this is just how he is. He's arrogant. He's from Australia. He's got a wife that caters to his every whim, right? Every once in a while, Ashley will get a backbone. She's good with it and stuff. But I don't know what's going to happen with this show. Ashley and Michael are pregnant again with their second child, by the way. So there's their first. They're pregnant with their second. So good for her. It's nice if you're going to have kids, at least if you have them in the same tribe, so you know the medical lineage. And I mean, you know, and if she divorces Michael, then she's got no storyline because Ashley basically is a boring woman. And Ashley does want to be I like Ashley, but she's boring and corny. Hella corny. But here's the thing with Ashley. Ashley loves being a part of the Grand Dame circle. She loves not just being a housewife, but the upper echelon. And she loves hanging out with Karen. And Karen loves teaching Ashley as the next generation. You know, Karen has even admitted, I'm not going to be here forever. I need to pass this on to somebody. And Ashley is the perfect one to be able to mold and groom and get ready. And Ashley's along for the ride. Like, I like these two as, you know, a mother-daughter type of situation. And I like the show. It's just that I can't follow the same stuff. Mommy, even if it wasn't for you, you know I can't follow this. Although my mother does love the Grand Dame the best as well. But yeah, she loves the Grand Dame the best. Anyway, we've got more great show for you, everybody. There is more Dr. Dre divorce drama. Oh, wait, hold on. I wouldn't bring it to you if it wasn't interesting and brand new. So grab a snack and come on back.